Hey you guys, this is Unique with Unique Travels TV, and I'm back again to make more videos today as I wait for my first class to begin. I got a lot of great questions underneath the videos that I made yesterday, so I decided to answer some of those in depth. And one of them was about mobile phones, like mobile phones in China. Can you bring your same phone here that you have in the US? Will it work? Can you just pop a SIM card in there? I brought two phones with me from the US to China. I got them unlocked first. Please make sure you get your phone unlocked before you come to China. So I used a website to unlock one of my phones, my LG, and my Motorola. On the Motorola website, it comes unlocked like when you buy it, so I didn't have to pay to unlock it. Even the website that I used to unlock my LG, it was only like $10, so it wasn't that expensive. And they sent me a code, I put it in, they gave me the instructions, and it worked. I have China Mobile. That's the mobile service that I have here in China. It's pretty good. My only critique for it will be that it doesn't have a voicemail, so it'll just ring and ring and ring, and then when it rings, it's like a ringback tone. You guys remember that back in the day where they play like a song, except instead of like a song, it plays like classical music. So when you call people, it just does that. I don't know. I don't know if it's a Chinese thing or what, but they play some classical music as the phone is trying to connect, and if they don't answer, it'll just hang up. Like, there's no voicemail. And then it also like doesn't have three-way calling, so if the person's on the phone, it'll say the line is busy. It's like very old school, but it works. I don't really get a lot of phone calls. I don't speak Chinese. And the friends that I do have here that are English speakers, we usually talk on WeChat, and WeChat also has a phone, so you can call each other through the app. We message each other, we can send voice messages, all that good stuff. So I don't really use my cell phone service that much. Usually if I have a question for someone in my company, or I get lost when I'm trying to take a taxi or something. But other than that, it's just good to have. It does have internet, 4G, even though half the time it like doesn't work. Like, let me show you my phone. If you can look at the top of my phone, I hope I'm getting it good. I might be too close, or it might be too much of a glare, but the 4G has an exclamation point next to it. Like, instead of it being just a regular 4G, it a lot of times has an exclamation point next to it, and which means that it's not working fully or properly, or I won't get WeChat messages right now, or whatever. It's just a Chinese thing. It's very like I said, it's very old school. It's very slow. It could be the fact that my phone is unlocked. Actually, my LG doesn't work with the Chinese SIM card for 4G. It'll only let me make calls and receive text messages, so I constantly keep my SIM card in my Motorola phone. And I think that's because my Motorola, when I bought it, it was made unlocked, versus my LG, I had to pay a service to unlock it. Even if you have like Metro or something, and you decide to take a unlocked phone to Metro or T-Mobile or whatever, they usually have to put something in to set like the mobile network. But when I went to the Chinese store, they all speak Chinese. They didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't know what to do. So I just said, forget it, because I still had my Motorola and it worked fine. But I'm sure that they could make my LG work if they knew what I needed them to do, if they knew what I was talking about. When I set up my phone, you can't just go to any China Mobile store, or say you decide to pick another service. I got China Mobile because the recruiter for my company said it was the most reliable service in China, so that's what she told me to get, China Mobile. They have different ranges in price, so it could go as low as like 30 RMB to like 100 and something RMB, and the packages have different things. One thing about it is not unlimited. It's not any unlimited packages. Like, you only get a certain amount of 4G, you only get a certain amount of text messages, you only get a certain amount of phone calls. And I learned this the hard way, because I thought it was going to be unlimited, until I ran out of money and my text messages weren't going through, and I was like, what's this about? And I had to go and put more money on my phone, and I was like, oh. So because when I first got it, instead of using WeChat messages, Chris and I was constantly like just sending text messages to each other versus using WeChat, whereas now I only use WeChat because the text message takes up all my money, and I only had like the service for like 2 weeks and I was already out of money, and I was like, I thought it was supposed to last a month, at least 30 days. So it's kind of like prepaid, so you have to pay before, like it's no running over. Once you run out of money, you gotta go put more money on it. And they usually send you text message, like they'll tell you, oh, you're getting a loan on your account or whatever. It's all in Chinese, so what I do is I just copy the message, paste it in WeChat, send it to myself, and then translate it, because WeChat has a translator on there, so you could just go to the options, pick translate, and they'll tell you what the message says. So it's really easy. That's how I get around when they send me messages. I don't know what they're talking about, so that's how I'm able to know when I need to go and put more money on my phone. Yeah, so you can get China Mobile here, or they have China Unicon or something, which is another service, but I heard it's not really that stable. As far as like internet, I'll make another video about internet, but it's so crappy. It's Unique to You Travels TV. Like, subscribe, share, you guys.